Hello again, gamers. Welcome back to the Board Game Captain. I'm the Board Game Captain,
I'm Lynn.
and we've got a bit of news for you today. Now, this is a bit of an update to an older story about the fact that Asmodee was looking for a buyer, so apparently they just found one. Now, the deal is not final, but the news, including how much they're talking about selling it for, is out there. We are going to link to two articles in the description down below where we found the bulk of our information. One is a press release from PAI Partners. This is the company that's going to be buying Asmodee.
They're another private equity group.
And the other is an article on
The Financial Times.
the Financial Times. So we're gonna key point it for you right here, but we're gonna link to those articles down below in the description in case you would like to read them in their entirety. So now we've got some good news and some bad news, and we've got some major key points to go over. I guess we should start with the good news. Mm-hmm. So the good news is that according to PAI Partners, when it comes to the gaming business and all the gaming subsidiaries, they're going to leave the management in place. They've said they want that to keep growing them as businesses and basically don't want to interfere with how they're already running things well. So that's really good because there was a lot of worry that they were going to be selling Asmodee just for their distribution model and maybe gaming was going to become, just the very, very popular titles were going to stay in print and everything else was going to disappear. It doesn't look like that's the case right now, and I really hope it's not. I really hope that we can take them at their word that they're looking to continue to run them as business as usual. They are looking also at possibly good news to try to get some of the IPs that Asmodee owns out there more into the mainstream by possibly looking into doing TV shows or movies or other various mediums. Mm-hmm. They're keeping their options open.
Yes,
basically.
They want to expand.
Explore their options and expand with their content. Okay, now that seems really positive to me. But then on the more negative news, why don't you read that line you found, the negative line, the one that really stuck in both our craws.
Well, you didn't say how much they sold for yet.
How much did they sell for?
1.2 billion euros.
That's billion with a B.
Yes.
In case you misheard. Wow.
And it says PAI intends to support the current management team in its plans to grow the business further through international expansion, both organically and by acquisition.
All right, so now here's the thing. So everybody who thought that it was a very frightening thing that Asmodee was buying up all the other little companies, what this says to me is you ain't seen nothing yet. Asmodee was bought out by a company that can throw away $1.2 billion on a whim and says, oh yeah, we're going to buy up lots of other companies to keep bolstering our game division now. That's worrying because we could really see a lot more concentration of the gaming market all under one umbrella if that is what they're planning on doing. Especially, again, a company that could, as soon as Asmodee decided to sell, say, hey, we got $1.2 billion sitting around, we'll buy Asmodee. I mean, imagine how many other companies a company that wealthy could purchase if it wanted to. It could buy up like most of the game markets. So that's a little frightening. What are your thoughts on this news, positive and negative?
Well, it is good that they're going to keep the management team intact, and it sounds like the management team already had this goal to continue acquiring companies because they're just, PAI is just kind of rolling with it,
Asmodee was acquiring a lot of companies, it's true.
So, I guess that's goodish.
Goodish?
Well, I mean, it's good that they're keeping the management team, but
yeah,
the management team is the one that was gobbling up everyone. So
I want to be positive about this. I really do. For the most part, as of right now, I'm going to try to remain positive about this news. The most positive part of it is that they're going to keep all the same management team in place, and as long as they don't interfere with them too much, that really sounds like a good thing. As long as we continue to have more and more games on the market, that's a good thing. I am a little worried about their intentions of continuing to gobble up the rest of the market. But again, that's just one line in a big press release.
They're like the Borg.
Yeah, they just just going around assimilating everybody, huh? Resistance is futile. So, yeah, I really hope that that does not become the case. That we do not have like a bunch of companies that are under Asmodee and then a bunch of tiny little companies that just release their stuff on Kickstarter, and that's all there is. Kickstarter is the one thing that would keep all of the game industry from being under a single umbrella, because people can keep releasing their stuff on Kickstarter until Asmodee buys Kickstarter, and then it's the end of the world. But hopefully that will not happen. I really hope nobody from Asmodee is watching and just got the idea to buy Kickstarter. But there you have it.
That would go under their umbrella of expanding into different markets.
We have purchased Kickstarter today. No. Okay, so this is what we have heard. I really hope this is mostly positive. I'm going until I hear stuff that's blatantly negative. I'm going to stick with that. This is positive news, because there were a lot of worries that what we were going to be hearing at this point was Asmodee selling to a company that just wants the distribution model, just wants the biggest selling games, the biggest selling IPs, and doesn't really care at all about everything else. And it does not seem to be that case. It seems that this new company, PAR Partnerships, is all about, as long as Asmodee is doing a good job and all their subsidiaries are doing a good job, keeping them running business as usual. And that seems very positive to me. So I'm going to focus on that. However, feel free to comment down below if you would like to focus on the negative. And you can point out anything that we missed or any other bits of information so people can read them in the comments down below. And let us know, what do you think about this news? If you enjoyed this bit of news and you'd like to see us do more news updates like this in the future, be sure to give this video a like, share it on all forms of social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Board Game Captain. That's Captain spelled with a K on YouTube. And until next time, game on.